Hey there, rock stars! Mona Lisa here to take you on an exciting mission that's going to rock. Can I get an oh yeah? That's what I'm talking about. It is your mission to make our class rock. And just like a rock band, we need rock stars, which means we need you. Each and every one of you is awesome and unique, and that is what is going to make this class rock. But to make it happen, we need to make sure that we accomplish this mission. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. Every one of you was given a little piece of paper when you walked into the art room. What you're going to do when I say, go ahead, rock stars, is you're going to find your buddies who have that same color piece of paper. Buddy up with those guys because they're your bandmates. Once you find your bandmates, you need to find your stage. Your stage is the table that has the same color as your paper. You still with me? When you get to that table, there's going to be a puzzle there that you're going to have to solve. Once you get to your table, you and your bandmates are going to have to put together this puzzle. This puzzle is important because it's going to tell you where you're going to go to find your next clue. So once you and your bandmates have put together the puzzle, that puzzle will tell you where to go next. Let's see. This is why you need a good band to help you out. There we go. I think I've almost got it. Yeah, there it is. Now me and my bandmates know that we need to find the purple heart. Now, you guys are going to have to look good and hard because the hearts are hidden in special secret locations throughout the room. Make sure you look really quietly for your heart. Here's why. There's spies everywhere. You don't want the spies or the other bands to find out your secrets. So look hard for this heart, and when you find it, you'll find a bin. Inside this bin, dry erase board, marker, a mysterious code, and a way for you to solve the code. You'll have to use the code solver to figure out what this says. As a band, work together to figure out the code. I see in this one, the first letter is an R. So transcribe or put whatever this code says on the dry erase board. When you and your bandmates have cracked the code, go ahead and put your marker, your code sheet back in the box. Come to the floor with your dry erase board and the secret message. Once you and your bandmates have found your meetup spot, you're going to find another code there that you'll have to crack. Work together as a team. Solve that code, and once you do, write it out on the dry erase board. When you've got your code cracked and written out on the dry erase board, meet right back here. All right. Go ahead, rock stars. Wait a minute. You're back already? How is that even possible? Must have been all that teamwork and togetherness that worked to make your band rock. So congratulations, you've cracked the codes and you have now officially discovered the rules of rock. So let's talk about them. Which band discovered the code of work together? High five to you guys because you obviously did. In art class, to make this class rock, you have got to work together. When I'm practicing with my band, I don't practice solo. That wouldn't be working together. I need to take the advice of all my bandmates. I need to work together to make my band rock, just like you guys did to solve those codes. So work together in art class, man. It's where it's at. Now, let's talk about the other one. Follow directions. Apparently, I don't need to tell you that twice because you're obviously awesome at following directions. You all went out, you cracked your codes, you came back, and now we're talking about them. Good job following directions because that's the second rule. Another rule of making this class rock is making sure to be nice. You have to be nice to work with other people. Otherwise, it's not very fun to have a good time in art class. In fact, it's almost impossible if you're not being nice. So just do it already. Be nice, please. And last but not least, have fun. Are you having fun? Perfect. Then you are following one of the Art Rocks rules. Let's talk about your next mission. You ready for more? Let's do it. Now, to be an art rock star, you have to know the art studio. So I'm about to give you and your teammates a backstage pass. Here's what your backstage pass will look like, and here's what you need to do. Here's your backstage pass. You and your bandmates are going to be given one of these, and you need to solve these clues to find the places in the art studio. For example, the first one says, "This is where we put our dirty brushes." You guys know that there's a can next to the sink. We call it the paintbrush hot tub. You need to go to where we put those brushes. You'll find a certain color marker and write on the backstage pass, hot tub or paintbrush hot tub. When that's finished, put the marker back and you'll need to go to the next one. This is where we put our wet paintings. Think long and hard. Go to that particular spot. Use the color marker that you find there and write your answer. Remember, you'll need to work quietly because there are other bands that are going to be listening so they know where to go. So keep it at a whisper so you and your bandmates can be the first ones to get your backstage pass finished. When this backstage pass is full, come back to the floor. Yeah, man, I got this killer bunch of kids, man. They are the most awesome art stars. Hold on, Billy. Man, they're already back. I know. I can't believe it. How are you guys even doing that? It's impossible. Let's talk about your last mission. Oh! Yeah, man, I got this awesome set of kids. They're going to be the best art rock stars ever. I'm telling you. Look, hold on. They're already back. I know, they're already back. I got to go. I'll talk to you later. How are you guys even doing that? It's like you're magical art rock stars. It's phenomenal. So you've already filled up your backstage pass, and that's done. But now I want to take you on a close-up tour, a little behind the scenes. Let's do it.
Hey guys, welcome to the art room. You all know that when you walk in the art room, there's a line of tape on the floor. This line of tape has two jobs. It tells you where to line up. It also tells you how to enter the art room. As you enter the art room, you might notice something called the Masterpiece Gallery. This is where, if you create works of art at home, you can bring them in, I'll hang them up, and everyone in the school will have the chance to see them. When you enter the art room, I have a couple of lines of tape on the floor. Most of you guys know that when you enter the art room, you go all the way down to the end of one of those lines, filling up all spaces, not skipping any rows or leaving any gaps. When you sit down on the floor, that's where we usually chat about artists and artwork and hear directions. So your attention will need to be facing this way. Usually you'll see a sign that says closed. That means I'm jibber-jabbering and I'm giving you some directions and I need you to be listening. So the chance for you to talk is closed. When I flip it to open, that's your opportunity to raise your hand. Now let's talk about rules and how they go along with our roar for our school. So we have 4 rules in the art room. Work together, be nice to each other, follow directions, and have fun. Those go right along with our Johnson Elementary behavior expectations, which are be respectful, organized, always safe, and responsible. Now let's take a little bit more of a look around the room. By the way, that is a door that goes to a storage closet. You would never need to go in there unless you feel like cleaning that place because it is a disaster. If I pan around the room, you'll get a chance once again to see that masterpiece gallery I was talking with you about. You'll also get a chance to see the store. Right underneath where it says art is where I will often tell you to go shopping at the store after giving directions. That's where you will get art supplies that can't be found on your table. Let's look around the room, shall we? I have 3 sinks. If ever you need to wash your hands, you may use those sinks, making sure not to turn the water up full blast. Keep in mind, I've got 3, so don't stand in line behind that first one. See if the other sinks are open. How do you know where to sit? Well, in just a moment, I'm going to tell you, but I will tell you by saying the color of the table. So if I say you sit at the red table, I think you can figure it out. If you need to use the restroom, you must ask permission first. To get to the restroom, you would walk down those stairs where you see Mona Lisa is, and you would go left. At the end of the hallway, you would see the boys and girls restrooms. If ever you finish art early, and I tell you you have the chance to go to the Jungle Lounge, the Jungle Lounge is located right over there. Now let's chat about emergency procedures. In case of an emergency, you would stand up, push in your chair, and you would walk slowly and calmly to the following place. If it is a fire drill, you would walk toward this door, but do not exit until Miss Stevens, that's me, I'm just changing my voice, tells you to go ahead and exit. No talking and no running. Exit quietly. If it is a lockdown, a hard lockdown where we need to take shelter, then we would go in this door. This is actually the kiln room. Inside this room, there is just enough space for all of us to fit nice and safe. And of course, if it's a tornado drill, well then, boys and girls, we would be going right back into the hallway and taking cover. And speaking of tornado drills, this is the same path we would take to exit art class. So there you have it, a tour of the art room. Now let's get to the art making.
Every mission, except for one. In this one, you're going to do solo. You're about to get a small stack of notes. What you're going to do is you're going to answer some of the questions that you will see, write them on your note, and put your note by peeling it off into the appropriate place where it goes. Because every job of an art rock star is to leave something behind. So think of a positive comment that you want to leave behind in the art room for other rock stars to see. All right, that's your final one. Go ahead, rock stars, and rock on.